I am extremely grateful to be part of a lunar analog mission here in Poland at Lunares, which is actually a research station for analog astronauts. And what we do is here 2 weeks of missions, either in the lunar or the Martian habitat. And we end up doing a whole ton of research. So our team here, we have usually 6 members in this group. In most of the sessions. So the analog missions have been going on since 2017, and we are probably, I think, the 5th group here in this year itself to be doing research in different capacities. And I'll go over some of the research that we have done and will do in the future. So this is our team. We are 6 ladies. We are first group of all women in color mission crew, and we represent diversity, equity, and inclusion, where research is not restricted to a particular silo of people, but it can be done by anybody. We have medical officers here. I'm the scientist researcher. Jess Purawal, she's a physicist that works for DoD, kind of DoD in the UK. So we are from South Africa, we are from India, we are from USA, we are from London, we are from all over the place. These are our sponsors for the tube, and we were fortunate enough to have lots of sponsors, from General Electronics to ASU to even Paro, and we also have some Abbott sponsorships too. So what is an analog mission, right? So when we talk about what is it, it is nothing but a research method that is focused on investigating one or several aspects of crewed space missions using earthly real-life simulations. So we simulate everything that could possibly happen in a space mission, and we try to gather data so that the astronauts that goes after us are much more safer. They have the facilities that they need to stay up in space for so many days. And these are absolutely simulated events that are extremely real in real life situations. So it's an off-world scenario, but we do all the things that a real astronaut goes through so that when we collect data, they will be safer. So this is our habitat at Lunares. So if you look at this particular picture, this is where the research station is, and this is what is color-coded. We have some utility rooms here. This is an airlock. And this airlock kindly opens up to the EVA area. So EVA area is your extravehicular activity area, where we do a lot of studies. We'll talk about what those studies are. Now, if you look at this figure itself, this is our sanitation pod. This is our biolabs pod, where I'm doing a lot of research. This is our kitchen, our dormitories, and I'll show you all around. This is our operations. This is our kind of a gym or storage, and this is our analytics lab. And when you come out here, this is the atrium. We have a huge hood where you can actually watch movies. It's phenomenal. And then this is the EVA area here. So some research that's going on in our habitat is actually, that we have been locked into this facility for 14 days with limited resource. So we do not get to go out at any time of the day or night, unless it's a real emergency. And we have limited amount of water, limited amount of food. There is no, we do not get more supplies. We start with what we had and we try to maintain it. Just like if you go up in a spacecraft, there is no payload delivering things to you. So one of the first studies because of that is we are all emotionally stressed. And one of the universities doing research is on Paro. So this guy here, he is an AI robot, if you guys can see him. So we actually made a dress for him. So what he does, I'm going to wake him up and you can see he actually talks. Wake up, Paro. Hi. Hi. So if you see he's blinking and he responds, and it's an AI generated thing where we actually can record and he actually learns our behavior as we go. And that's a stress test that we are doing. Go sleep there, Paro. Good boy. Okay. Yes, go sleep. Okay, I'm going to turn him off. Sleep. Okay, good. He was not listening to me. He wanted to play with me. Anyway, so that is one of the tests that we are studying. It is an IRB through a Vanderbilt University. The second is a max force. So we are actually, the Sparrow astronaut is actually doing some studies on some fitness device. It could be used in zero gravity. So we have to exercise and use those machines and record our studies, our data. So at the end of the day, I am doing a lot of research because I'm the Biolab manager, doing a lot of research on hydroponics, aquaponics, aeroponics, because food is a big critical thing. We are trying to grow seeds. We are using regular water and gray water. Gray water is the water that you flushed down the toilet, but it can be used up again. So we have a whole recycling unit. And that's the water that we are also using to do research and trying to see if we can grow plants. General Electronics has also given us a couple of devices which we use for ultrasound. So in emergencies where an astronaut or a para-astronaut or analog astronaut gets injured, where we cannot go out of our mission or break our simulation, we learn how to scan for hemorrhages. We scan to see, different parts of the body. This is where they're looking at the kidneys and the livers, the diaphragm. We also learned how to look at our eye sockets for visual issues that might happen because of simulations. This is a fast scan that GE has given us. Also learned emergency medicine, how to carry people when they are hurt. And this is through visual VR headsets that we used to, and they trained us in that, and we perform the procedures after we watch those processes. Another test that I'm conducting is a blood sugar test for freeze-dried food. So how does blood sugar fluctuates in response to freeze-dried food that we have to consume during that process? And that's exactly what the astronauts consume during their flight processes. Now, some of the things that are, and all the research that I'm talking about happens in the habitat area where we actually live. The research that's going on in the extra EVA area, which we call as extravehicular activities. So this is an extravehicular area where we do robot studies. So we actually, this is our mission control. So out of the 6 people, 3 of them stays in the hub and 3 of them goes to the EVA area, all suited up like this, because of course they have to be suited up all the time. And we perform all the tasks that a mission control will mission control tasks, as well as we make sure that the astronauts going out there in the lunar surface are perfectly all right. So these are some of the robots that we use to study. These are, again, this robot is from a company, I guess he was in Netherlands. So there's a lot of collaborations going on between different projects. And this is one of the things that we are excavating, and we are collecting samples in a lunar surface. So here is another one. So we are actually looking for a time capsule that was left for us for the previous mission. And we actually dug up the lunar surface and figure out if we can find it. Today, we also did a dexterity test because of the huge gloves that we wear. How fine can we use? And so here, what you see is we are using pins that are pulled up, and it's an electronic Arduino board, and putting it in a different place. A dexterity test as how much we can actually use, and how is there anything that we can use to help change our design of our gloves, and so on and so forth. Today, we also simulated a visual loss. So that's me with blindfold. And we were asked to go to a shelter in the EVA area, being guided by the mission control who was in the habitat. So it's amazing to truly experience all of this. And I really hope that more teachers like me get this opportunity. So what I will do now is I'll stop sharing, and I will try to show you what the habitat looks like. So I'm going to wear my cap. This is our cap. We are a Falcon group, so you'll also meet some of my friends here. So I will have to. Can I pin myself, Cassandra?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to pin myself, and then I'm going to rotate this so that you can actually see it. Where I am is Oh God, this is, hold on, let me stop. No blurring the background. Okay. So where I am right now is our operations. So we actually get to sit here and do work once if we are not doing any research or exercises outside. So to my right is the storage area where we have stored all of our luggages, and then we have a treadmill where we do exercise. And this is our analytics lab. So we have everything that we need possibly to create new robots. We also have a 3D printer here. So that's our 3D printer. We are actually designing a lot of things. So this is one of the suit helmets that actually got damaged. We are trying to repair it. And then I'm going to go to the dormitory so that you guys can see that. So the dormitory, it has 6 pods, if you see this. So this is 1 pod here, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that's where we sleep. These are pretty restricted, like they're pretty small spaces, but we enjoy it. So this is our kitchen here, where we get to cook and eat freeze-dried food. This is pork loin with green peppers. Most of them are pretty amazing. They taste really good. So want you guys to meet Jazz. This is our commander. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. She's recording. And then I'll show you the Biolab. So this is our Biolab. Say hi, guys. Hi. So these are our friends.
Hello.
Deepa, Divya, and Bindu. So this,
hi.
So this is a Biolab where most of the research is going on in aquaponics, hydroponics, and aeroponics. So then I will show you the atrium. So this is phenomenal. You have to see it. So if you look up, this is a place where we can actually project the cameras, and this is where we meet up for our regular TV time or movie time, and also planning and preparations. So here behind me is the airlock. So I'm going to go into the airlock, but I'm not going to be able to go to the EVA area. I'll send you guys pictures of this. I'm going to open this door so that we can see what's inside. So, okay. So constant conditions of our rooms and everything is being monitored. Here in this platform, there's all of the rooms. There's constant monitoring of them. So if I go into the airlock, turn the lights on. Okay, so this is the airlock. This is where we depressurize. So these are our simulated lights. If you can see them, these are our simulated lights. So we actually depressurize here before we go inside that EVA area. I'm not going to go in there. I'm not allowed to without being fully suited. So we open this hatch and we go to the EVA area on the other side. So, and then I will show you some suits that we wear. So these are our suits. There are different commander suits. There are suits for all different kinds of EVAs that we would like to do. So yeah, this is our small habitat where we have stayed here for 10 days now. I showered because we have to make sure that we save our water. I showered after 7 days today after going out to the EVA area. I'm making sure I'm going to close this hatch. So, and these are all the missions that have happened till now. And our mission patch is going to go over here. This is our mission patch right here. If you look at it, we have all of our names written, all of our last names. That's our mission patches. The dresses that we are wearing, these are our flight suits. That's what we call them as. That's it. I mean, to be in the group is incredible. And love how all of us have bonded together. And I'm talking to all of you right now because nothing is impossible. You can get whatever you want and dream about. You need to know who to contact, where to contact, and where to go. And I'm always there for you guys. So if you ever need resources, just reach out to me. I could be reached through Cassandra and Abhi, and I look forward to seeing all of you in future. Thank you.